Hi, I'm Hayden Phillips, and this is a Saab 900S. For some strange reason, Saab closed down in 2012, and personally, I'm still trying to figure out why. Though, this has got heated seats, sometimes air conditioning, and if you haven't already noticed, it's a convertible. These things are pretty cheap. Sometimes these things can go for as little as $2,000. That depends on condition. These things are unique and they're hard to find. You're very unlikely to see another one of these on the road. So this particular vehicle is powered by Saab's 2.3 litre 4-cylinder, which only puts out 110 kilowatts. So you better not be in a rush. Now it's time for the road test. Ah, lovely. Okay, let's go. Now something to notice is the blinkers are on the other side. So that is something that you generally have to get used to. The other thing you got to get used to is the non-existent power steering. So fuel economy isn't too bad, but it's not great for a 4-cylinder. The ride is different. It's something you'd have to get used to. It's almost like you're riding in a bus, but the bus is very old and uncomfortable. Power-wise, there isn't much of it. You've really got to put your foot down and get going. And when you do that, you'll also notice that there's a lot of noise, as I'll demonstrate. Plenty of noise, but not much go. It's very disappointing. So the other fun thing about having a loud exhaust is that when you come to tunnels, you can really enjoy the sound. And usually 4-cylinders are a bit interesting to listen to, but because of the unique size being a 2.3, it sounds a little bit different to other 4-cylinders, as I'll demonstrate. Now, visibility is really good because this is a convertible. You can really see everything, and it's an experience that you really need to feel to appreciate. At the time of release, this was one of the safest cars you could buy. With 2 airbags, passenger and driver, you were well protected, and the Swedish steel, which was absolutely amazing. So you're probably wondering, being a convertible, how much room this actually has in the boot. And to be honest, it's quite surprising. It's not very tall, but it is quite deep. I can almost nearly fit in there. So it's not bad, but it's not great either. In the back here, these lounge chairs do a very good job at what they're meant to do, and that's to sit in. I could sit here all day, to be honest, and the amount of legroom is very sufficient considering it is a smaller car with only 4 seats, true coupe style, and when the convertible's down, plenty of headroom as well. In here, this key, and the strange place it goes. As we can see, why wouldn't you just put the key where a key would normally go? So we've got this very unique spot to put the key, but we've also got simple and easy to use window controls. These window controls here, back and front, all electric, because this is the convertible. Now we have the roof button here, which makes the roof go up and down, obviously. This one is fitted with an aftermarket stereo because, you know, typical Saab, it doesn't work anymore. We have a thing here that sometimes tells the temperature depending on how you look at it, and the lovely non-working air conditioning controls that do work sometimes, but it really depends how you touch it. This one does have heated seats, as I mentioned, and they do work. We have a cigarette lighter, not that anyone smokes these days, and here we've got a nicely placed gear shifter with a sport button, which probably doesn't do anything at all. The other thing I should mention is the handbrake. It seems normal, except what is this? Is this like a broom from Bunnings that they've just cut up and put here? Like, I can nearly put my whole hand in there. Like, that's kind of useless. But here, with the steering wheel, it feels very big and Volvo. Like, it just looks Volvo, except we have a Saab badge, which also says Scania. Very interesting choice there. The dashboard, which as you would expect, is lit up with lights, not good ones. So you're probably wondering, who would own something like this? From the top of my head, I think of a few options. Old people. Famous comedians like Jerry Seinfeld. Holly Shaw. Old people. And that's about it. So, let's get that roof up. It's just a simple few steps. So, step 1. Step 1. Turn the car on. Step 2. Hold this button down. Then all of a sudden, out pops the roof. Now, most modern age convertibles can pop the roof up in about 3 seconds. This is lucky to be 3 minutes. As you can see. And it continues. Until you hear that beeping noise. And then it's as simple as holding this down and locking these in place. And all of a sudden, that convertible has just turned into a normal coupe. So the best thing about having a convertible is that you can drive off into the sunset, Saab style. So if you're after an early 90s convertible, which sometimes leaks and sometimes the air conditioner works, but it's built in one of the greatest countries in the world, the Saab 900S is for you.